You stress how leadership should exist in all pockets of the business and how it has nothing to do with the job title. Lastly, while it may take time for them to get off the ground, similar to the proposal by the interns, your ideas are valid and they have a place.
Hey guys, I hope that you're good. It's the 23rd of October 2019. I am on my way to Gallagher Estate in Midrand. I think the time is 12:52. I've got a session that I'm facilitating at 13:45. I'm good on time, and it's the Gallagher Estate is about 22 minutes away from my office, so I really just wanted to take my time, and I like to arrive without huffing and puffing at my engagements, so I think I'm very good on time. I'm only about to approach the infamous how can I get this place? No, I'm almost behind Woodmead. And yeah, knowing the N1, it's always full of accidents. I don't know why, or somebody's car has broken down on the side, and that causes extra delays. And yeah, but anyway, this day, I feel like this week has dragged. And also, mind you guys, it feels so weird to be behind the camera doing this, like day in my life, because I haven't done this in ages. Most of the entries that I've posted over the past couple of weeks have really been sketched out, planned, and yeah, so it's good to be back, but it also feels very weird. And my day started out a bit crazy. I mean, the weather was a bit offish. Last night when we went to bed, I told my husband that I hope that the wind, brings about rain, because we've experienced quite high levels of heat in Gauteng. This is the worst color to wear when it's hot, because it kind of insulates the heat. And then I've got a jacket, which is a cape made out of the Basotho blanket, a beautiful Thabo Mbeki piece. And I thought, yeah, now this one would look good. I'm in my facilitator mode. And now this weather looks like this. And I'm just like, going to be overdressed. But luckily I've got another option, which is a cream blazer. I've got that option to wear. But I really don't like to wear it because it's still in the dry cleaners packet, because any kind of interaction with people or just by myself, it just becomes dirty and I have to take it to dry cleaning. I just don't like. I love that jacket, but I have to be selective when I wear it. And that's that. So that's how my morning started. I'm very excited about this session, and I wanted to just give you guys an idea about how it came about. A few months ago at work, there was this opportunity for us to apply to be part of what most companies call a DevCo, a development committee. So essentially the intention behind it is that they identify young talent within the company. The criteria in most cases is people or employees below the age of 35. And after that, when the opportunity came, my then manager said to me, to another colleague of mine, look guys, I really think that the company needs to see the kind of talent that I work with. So please apply and see how far you go. And we applied, and thereafter so it was a very stringent process. So there was an application. I think we had to, the first point was either to write an essay, a motivation letter, or it could be in a video or a PowerPoint format, where we basically motivate why we would like to be part of this forum, which is now called the Young Leadership Forum. And in other words, it's essentially the pitch for this forum was for the company to have somewhat of a junior exco that works very closely with the senior exco on implementing strategic ideas that would benefit the company. I applied, and then thereafter, so after applying, firstly we had to send our application and then send the motivation motivation. I sent in a video in ThroughEllesEyes form, and a couple of months later down the line in July, the Junior Exco or Young Leadership Forum members were announced, and I became one of the 12. I think it's 12, one of the 12 members. Part of it is that we have an opportunity to be upskilled in the form of studying through an institution, and we managed to do like a thought leadership course through the Thabo Mbeki African Leadership Institute. And by chance, I think the coordinator of the program managed, she organized for former President Thabo Mbeki to visit our offices, and there was this huge event, and off of the back of that, this event was basically framed around showcasing the young talent within our company and young leadership and thought leadership. And with that came a proposal for me to participate or speak on behalf of the Young Leadership Forum. And so I'm still pinching myself. So that clip that you saw a bit earlier on was of me sharing, like, about to introduce our CEO, and then thereafter, like, a few engagements with the former president. So it's very exciting. I know, like, I still pinch myself and I don't realize, like, it's such an honor for me. And then thereafter, I mean, I've had several opportunities within the company of people approaching me, asking me to participate in certain engagements where I would have to be a speaker. And today, this is one of them. I'm going to be facilitating a session on ethics with medical doctors or people in the health profession, and I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, a lot of people, guys, I think we downplay our strength so much, and in me being approached, in most cases I'm just like, but I was meant to do it. In any case, it's just standard procedure. But the thing that resonates with me the most is the fact that you don't know who's watching, and that the interview never stops. So I suppose I'm always interviewing, and I'm always the fact that I'm trying to always put my best foot forward makes heads turn, and the relevant people see this. And today I am going to be facilitating. I mean, this is aligned to my goals or the kind of work that I do as a public speaker, MC, and all things that are related to public speaking. So I just wanted to take you guys along, and hopefully you get to see a glimpse of me doing what I do on stage. So stay tuned. So guys, I've just arrived at the Gallagher State. I really just wanted to show you guys which jackets I was referring to, and I think I'm gonna ditch them because it's too hot. It might be a bit cold in the venue, but I'm willing to just risk it all. Let me show you quickly. So this is the cape that I was telling you guys about. I love it, I do. And then here's the white blazer. It's still in its packet from the dry cleaners. Nyapon, I don't think I'm gonna wear it. I just need to change my shoes and head on into the venue. And that's the stage. No worries, you can go through. That's the stage. That's your girl is going to be speaking from. I'm pretty excited. I mean, my face is a bit crazy. Anyway, let me just get prepped up and start preparing myself before people walk in. So I'm pretty excited about it. So see you in a jiffy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the session on ethics
My name is Lebakhalu and I will be facilitating this session for you today. When we are on the cusp of terms like the fourth industrial revolution and its impacts, you know, topics and words that come up like social media, telemedicine, and virtual consultation. So we've seen the advent of platforms like Medici, Hello Doctor, WebMD. Let's not forget Google, because as soon as a pimple comes up, it's like, I've got a pimple in the middle of my forehead, what should I do? Am I dying or will I live to see another day? 24/7 baby line, Medigo, guidepost, and the list goes on and on. So it then brings up the question, what happens to processes like pre-diagnosis? What are disclaimers that one needs to put out if they choose to consult online to safeguard themselves? What happens to consultation fees? Patients who take advice at face value, even though the person who's consulting them says, but make sure that you do consult with another professional. Done at the event, and overall I'm very happy and satisfied with how everything went. I walked out of there with new knowledge gained. I really like participating in projects that make my life as an MC or facilitator very easy, not because I'm lazy, but because of the spirit and attitude of co-creation that you have with people who are on the program with you. And that's just particularly one of the things that I look out for when I get pulled into a project. So for me, there was a mutual benefit in participating in this event, and I met amazing people. So just to give you a sense of what the event was about, so there was a talk, so it was basically an expo for, like I said, people in the medical profession, and the session that I was facilitating was it brought in experts who were weighing in on, is it good or not to consult on social media. One of those people, maybe you might know her, her name is Dr. Cindy Van Zyl. She has a radio show on Kaya FM, and she's also very vocal and uses platforms like Twitter to kind of share information and empower people, raise awareness, and just bust the myths about certain medical issues that people are faced with. And then another one was Dr. Liesel Bosenberg, and she was basically speaking against the idea of consulting online and just the pitfalls to look out for. If you do, she also kind of weighed in on, if you end up doing it, these are the things that people need to look out for. So they basically, both of them worked hand in hand to present a case that looked at the pros, cons, opportunities and risks that come, and the benefits that come with consulting online. And yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. And for me, the benefit also of participating in this event was that I really consider myself as a multidisciplinarian, and I love knowing information about fields that I wouldn't have had knowledge about previously, you know, prior to engaging with material or content about certain issues. And for me, I think it's just the whole idea of being a public speaker. We have been taught, or at least I have been taught, to dabble or kind of try and wrap my head around different topics for presenting cases, for just the projects that I've worked on for my Toastmasters journey. And it's really worked for me to be an open-minded and engaged individual. But I definitely enjoyed today's session, and I look forward to a whole lot more events that I will be facilitating or emceeing. And that was me just taking you guys on my journey on this project that I was working on and I was part of. So I absolutely hope that you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment down below on the key aspects that you really enjoyed about this video. And I did say comment, right? Don't forget to subscribe, and if you did like this video, please don't forget to click on that like and give it a huge thumbs up. I am bushed, guys. All my energy levels have really gone down, but I think I'm in a state of absolute gratitude, and I'm just like, phew, finally one hurdle that has passed, a few more projects to work on, because yeah, in my industry, or in the space that I operate in, I think the end of the year becomes high intensity. So instead of winding down, I have quite a lot more projects to work on. So it's going to be a very long 2.5 months or so for me. But I love what I do, and I just think it's a work of heart, aligned to passion. So that's it, and I should close it off here. Bye. Love, Al.